What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and today I wanted to talk about speedrunning the Mausoleum of Evil to farm Shuten Doji. Now, the reason you want to farm Shuten Doji is this guy drops a buttload of smithing texts. I've gotten the full Warrior of the West set off of him, I've gotten Raging Bull off of him, Warrior of the West bow, Warrior of the West weapon, like 3 or 4 different other weapons. Basically, the guy is just loaded to the brim with texts. So, with that in mind, we're going to talk about speed farming this on New Game Plus. Now, before you jump into it, there are things you're going to want. Over here in the Omyo tree, all the way down here, we have Earth Folding Talisman. And this is going to let you transport back to the last shrine you played at. If you don't have access to that, alternatively, you could do this using travel amulets, but eventually these are going to run out. So keep that in mind, it's going to be worth working towards Earth Folding. Now, in addition to that, I would suggest having Yokai barrier on, and besides Yokai, I think it's worth having at least 2 scrolls of Tiger running. Now, the basic gist of any speedrun is obviously we're going to just be sprinting through, and I'm not going to cover how to do every single boss, but given this one just has so many freaking texts, I figured he was worth covering. I'm going to get up to about... we can get past this guy. And now we're going to pop our stuff. Obviously, you want to be in low stance as you do this. You'll notice I'm literally ignoring everything. I'm just sprinting through as fast as possible. If I get hit, I'll pop a quick heal. Now, after you get that, pick up the Dragon God Jewel and sprint back outside. Now, if you're having trouble with this, you can actually go and kick down the tree first, but it's obviously just going to cost you a little bit more time. And since the goal here is to speedrun this place, we are going as fast as we possibly can. Alright, with the jewel in, we're heading on back. You don't want to use your sprint scroll just yet, we're going to save it. We're going to use it to haul on ass to the second thing that we need to pop to get another Dragon God Jewel. Yokai is worth having in the meantime, just because more stamina. So drop down, drop down. And if you're really quick with this, you'll notice I'm avoiding all of the enemies. Like, enemies are looking at me, but they're not getting off anything, because I'm just that fast. So now that we're here, we're going to Yokai, and we're going to Tiger running again. And ideally, you want to try and just save your Tiger running for where you have nice long stretches that you can sprint through, which is exactly what you see me doing. Grab the Dragon God Jewel and run again. So I was like, my damage feels low. I did not have on the right katanas. So hit the shrine, and this is where the Dragon God, or excuse me, the Travel Talisman is going to come into play. Pop this again. Pop this one. We're not going to pop our sprint just yet. We'll do it in a moment here. Just run down here, down, and then go through here. This guy you want to bait out slightly just to get him off of the ladder. Oh god, no, I fell down. Well, not the end of the world. If you fall, you just climb back up. Jewel, and then we're gonna go this way. Can ignore that guy. After you've used it, pop the travel amulet and head back to the shrine. Now, typically you would have to run all the way around to get back up here. We obviously just saved some time by teleporting straight back over here. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to run down here. I would suggest popping this because there is one enemy we're going to have to fight. We're going to drop down. I'm going to kill the Namahage. Gonna hit this. And we're gonna travel amulet again. Now this is the most important part of this run. Always hit this shrine after the second time you've traveled back. If you don't, then half the stuff you've just done is completely wasted. This. And now we just sprint straight through. Essentially, instead of dealing with all the tree branches and running all around, we're using travel talisman or earth folding to just streamline this process a lot more. So what would have typically been like a 10 to 15 minute run to get up to this guy, we've just cut down to like 5 minutes. And now at this point, it's just, you know, however fast you can kill the boss. Put out a couple of these in advance. And let's see what we got. We got nothing. So we got nothing. System, return to title screen. Yes. And then just speed back through the menus. The thing is, sometimes you might have to farm this guy, you know, 4, 5, 6 different times. There's a couple things you can do, which we've covered more in depth in our drop rate text farming guide. Kodama blessing. I'll speed through some things here just because I do think it's important. Here at the shrine, you want to have on the hunter blessing, which you can see. This is going to increase the drop rate of the various texts we're looking for. On top of that, you can wear a Kodama helmet to push that even further. You should have your luck as high as possible, and you should have item drop rate rolled on as many pieces of gear as you can. But as you can see, since we rested at that shrine before we went to fight the boss, now we're able to just run straight back through here. We don't gotta hit any dials. We don't gotta redo the level. It's allowing us to just jump right back in. And you know, I know I already did a guide kind of covering how to do this speed farm process, but since he is one of the, oh my god. Since this guy basically just has a buttload of texts, I felt him worth covering in particular. Not to mention this level is kind of a pain in the ass. those curious about this build in particular, this is the dual wield build that I put on up. Should be in the same playlist as this guide. Really nice build for killing bosses. And we got nothing again, but this is enough that you guys get the gist. So the point is, you can just keep on doing this as many times as it takes. I'm going to be doing it a few more times myself, just because I really want to exhaust this guy's pool and see exactly what he has. And you can do this for any boss, but the reason I did it here, obviously, is because with getting the dragon crystals and all that crap, this tends to be a trickier level to farm than others. So either way, that's going to wrap up on this one. Hopefully you guys have some good luck on farming Shuten Doji. Definitely a lot of texts in this guy. Like I mentioned, especially older texts from Nioh 1, stuff like Warrior of the West, stuff like Raging Bull. I'm really hoping to see the Tornado Spear set from him. I'm not sure if he's the one that has it or one of the other bosses, but right now, at least I'll have this linked in the description, but the community on the Nioh subreddit has been putting together a list of where to find various smithing texts. Right now, Shuten Doji has like 6 or 7 different texts next to his name. But it seems like a lot of the late game bosses, you know, Shuten Doji, Dataro Boichi, they all just kind of drop various things. So I don't know, you know, if there's something in particular, but it does seem like they will, there's not like a set drop. Because I mean, you can, this guy can drop it, but I also managed to get it off of, I managed to get my Warrior of the West off of Dataro Boichi. Really hoping to get one. I'd like to get at least one text in the video, but if we don't get one here, we'll just wrap up. And it seems RNGesus is just not with me today. But either way, I mean, that's the approach. You know, I don't know. I have, just to give an idea of my stats, I don't know why my luck is so bad right now. I have 122 luck, and my item drop rate is at 18.6. So should be high enough, but either way. Wrapping this one on up, hopefully you guys have better luck than I did in these last 3 runs, but let's be honest, if we could get every smithing text we wanted in as short as 3 runs, there wouldn't really be much of an end game. So thanks for coming on by and watching. Hopefully this helps somebody out, and I'll catch you guys next time.